the anti-gravity flying saucer technology that sent its inventor to prison. Few people in the world have not engaged even in a conversation about UFOs. Several people have searched the matter very intensively, while at the same time many conspiracy theories are being sparked about it. Perhaps the most popular wish that Hitler and the Nazis had built flying saucers, or at least came close to completing them, but failed to do so. So regardless of whether Nazi UFOs were rumors or mere conspiracy theories, it seems that there was one inventor whose effort was evaluated in a way that he did not expect. But let's look at his story. Otis T. Carr was an inventor of advanced aircraft. However, he seems to have planned the construction of anti-gravity flying devices in the 1950s. That is, he could use techniques such as are now claimed to be possessed by the various UFOs or are supposed to be used in modern secret programs. In the late 1950s, Otis Carr Enterprises, OTC Enterprises Inc., which was based in Baltimore, published an article on April 3rd stating that the company was ready to build an aircraft capable of traveling outside the Earth's atmosphere. It was about the announcement of a kind of spaceship that would move with anti-gravity technology. Okay, this was late 1950s. All he needed was about $20 million, which these days could equate to several billion. Otis T. Carr would be responsible for its construction. In order to collect the money, various events were organized, but it seems that there was no special interest. Perhaps this happened because people did not believe that such a thing could become a reality. At the same time, there was a great interest of the US government in UFOs. It was not at all indifferent to the matter, let alone if they could possess aircraft or even spaceship with anti-gravity technology. For a state to possess such flying vehicles, indeed with the ability to fly outside the Earth's atmosphere or to perform maneuvers that were technologically impossible at the time, would give it a great advantage against any of its enemies, while at the same time he would rally the allies in his supremacy. A sovereign state would. However, a person who shows the ability to invent an anti-gravity aircraft or an anti-gravity spaceship could perhaps prove to be a national danger. This particular inventor was a double-edged sword, so the consequences were immediate. That's exactly what happened to Carr. He was a victim of a campaign of extreme ridicule by the country's media. However, Carr was undaunted with the whole situation stacking against him. Although he did not manage to raise the amount he needed, he raised several $1 million from extremely powerful people. After finally getting the budget, his next goal was to build the orbital spacecraft OTC-X1 by December 7, 1959. That is a human-made flying saucer. The designs presented by Carr showed the ability to fly through an artificial gravitational field created by a gravity machine that did not need fuel. It would be powered by Utron electric accumulator, UTRON. Utron electric accumulator, a small battery capable of being recharged via electromagnetic energy from the sun. Simply put, the anti-gravity circular spacecraft would be capable of running on free energy. Moreover, many like this could be made at low cost. The brilliant engineer had the support of important figures such as Wayne Aho, a military intelligence officer, who assured that he would accompany Carr when they could travel to the moon. Wayne Aho, as a name, may not mean anything to each of us, but we would consider certainly stand out that of Nikola Tesla. Tesla told independent researcher Doug Urche that Carr and his team were able to build a fully functional flying saucer in the late 1950s, that is, the circular spaceship, and it worked. But what happened, and such an important invention did not find its way to success, or we do not officially fly in the skies of Earth-made flying saucers or aircraft with anti-gravity technology? It may seem that everything was going as planned for Carr, but everything changed in an instant His lab was suddenly and violently shut down without much fanfare, while federal agents confiscated all the equipment there was and documented the end result. The reason given as an explanation was that the innovation would cause, quote unquote, great damage to the country's monetary system. As happened in other cases, all of Carr's work was censored by the government and led to prison by Louis J. Lefkowitz, who was serving as New York's Attorney General, at which time he charged Carr with frauds of more than $50,000. The entire lab was ransacked, and whatever they could not move to other facilities, was destroyed. Additionally, everyone who worked with Carr was ordered to go to other parts of the country and cut off all contact. However, it appears that in 1952, Carr wrote a book entitled Dimensions of Mystery. According to later statements, this text was written in code to hide the design, working, and functionality of the anti-gravity machine. In fact, there is also a 4-part PRF released under the title OTCX1, Otis T. Carr Dimensions of Mystery Decoded, where there is supposedly an attempt at decoding. In the book Men of Mystery, Nikola Tesla and Otis C. Carr, Weird Inventions of the Strangest Men Who Ever Lived, by Timothy Green, Beckley, and Tim R. Schwartz, you can find and learn much more. Otis T. Carr, whom few know today, seems to be another example of how one can become a victim of circumstances. It also makes us wonder, if we accept as true that his invention worked as it should and was not a hoax, are some of the UFOs that occasionally appear in the skies not of extraterrestrial origin, but of earthly origin, with Carr fathering them? Could the various whistleblowers talking about such secret space programs with spacecraft powered by anti-gravity technology be right? Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Thank you. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.